Hi there, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Richard, and in this video we're going to do the flight planning for a trip from the Walterboro Airport to the Summerville Airport. So I'm going to first show you what the flight planning looks like. It looks like that, and I'm going to go through every one of those steps in just a few minutes. And the first step is to verify the NDB runway 6 Summerville plate is ready. Okay, so we will go over here, and there's the plate. Okay, there's several things on this plate that are very important for a pilot to know if they're flying to Dorchester County, Summerville Airport, NDB runway 6 Summerville. First off, you can see that right here the NDB is on the field, and the course arrow to the NDB is 067, and it's at a slight angle as you come in. So you have to line up early before you get down to the runway. I'll explain that when we fly it. We're not flying this today. I'm just going to show you all the steps necessary here. So the other things to check are the field elevation of 56 and the minimum safe altitude here at 2,100 feet. And obviously the most important thing is the course arrow. So now that we got that, I'll go back to this. I'll tell you what, let me go back to here. And I may have forgot to say one more important thing here. Yeah. Here you can see the frequency for the NDB is 365, and over here you can see I have 365 dialed into the ADF panel. Okay, so now the next thing in the checklist is verify the DYB frequency 365 is on the panel. Yes, it is. Verify DYB is being received on the ADF dial. Okay, so what you see here, and I'll do a close-up here. So the key K, if I hit that key, this dial will come up in real close. Okay, so now you can see that we are 10, 20, maybe 23 degrees off of the to fly direct to the NDB. Okay, so we'll go back to here. So what does that mean? It means that if I bring up the approach plate again. Okay, so we're down here somewhere down here in Summerville. I mean in Walterboro, heading to Summerville. We're going to take off to the east, heading 090 because I'm on runway 09. And we're going to intercept this 067. How do I know that? Okay. Well, right now we're heading. Let me go back to the heading indicator. So we're heading 096 right there, and 20. I think it was 23 degrees is over here. So what I'm going to do is change. You can see my heading bug is not on the runway heading. I'll hit Shift Z and move it over to the runway heading. Then I'm going to hit it one more degree. That's I'll tell you how I know this. Okay, so if I bring up the HUD, you can see that's exactly 096 right there. Okay, so I'm going to use, if you watch real closely here, I'm going to move the heading bug over 1 degree, just like that. Okay, and that will tell me that if I take off and fly, instead of 096 runway heading, I fly 097, and the course I want is 067, What that means is that the arrow, the ADF arrow, as I fly east, will fall to 330 or 30 degrees off my 097 heading. And when that happens, all I got to do is turn to 067. This will come to north, and as long as I keep this approximately north, plus or minus a degree, and my heading is 067, we'll fly straight into Summerville. Okay, so that's the plan. Now, okay, we'll go back to here, bring up the rest of the plan. Okay, so the fact that it's being received and is not pointing east and west means that this NDB is being received while we're sitting here in Walterboro. Note the min safe altitude. We did that. That was 2,100 feet. Note the direction relative to runway 09. Runway 09 is 060. Went through that. The NDB course is 067. So I changed the heading bug, and when the ADF arrow gets to 30 degrees to the left, or to a heading of 330 on the ADF dial, it's time to turn. Okay, the other thing I did here was number 6 already. So with number 6, let me bring up this panel. This is the Garmin 430, as you can read right there. And I have KDYB, which is the Summerville Airport, flying directly there. And that tells me we have a distance of 20 miles to go, if as quote as a crow flies. We're not flying like a crow today. If we were flying like a crow today, we'd be heading one of these two headings, 072 or 3, I guess. But we're not going to do that. But the importance here is this is going to, I don't care about all these headings over here because we're flying the NDB arrow. But the important thing is this tells me how much further I've got to go as I'm flying into the NDB. So that's the plan. Okay, let's look at the rest of the plan here. So I set that Garmin up. We will take off on runway 9. We'll climb to a heading, reaching the minimum safe altitude, MSA, or minimum safe altitude of 2,100 feet. Pull the power back. And when the ADF arrow falls 30 degrees to a heading of 330, we'll start our turn. We'll maintain the ADF arrow pointing north, and we'll use the key K to do that. We'll maintain our heading of 067 with a key T to view that up close, and monitor the Garmin for distance. When we get to a distance of less than 10 miles, then we'll go back to this, and it basically says within 10 miles, right here, within 10 miles and on this course, you can start your descent from 2,100 down to the runway. Now, the altitude of 2,100 is 1,000 feet above the pattern altitude. So we got to lose 1,000 feet. We'll be flying basically straight in to the airport. But as you saw here, we'll have a slight angle. So about 3 or 4 miles out, we will move over a little bit, get straight into the runway heading 06 here, and put our flaps down and land. So that's the plan. Okay, so let's go back to here. So we're going to start our descent somewhere when we're below 10 miles, probably around 4. When we see the runway clearly, we'll start our descent. And about 3 miles or less, we'll put in 2 clicks of flaps while the autopilot is still on, and that's because the autopilot will retrim the airplane for us, and then we'll proceed to land. It's not going to take us very long to get there. You should do this every time you fly this airplane, to hit the D key to sync the compass. I will do that, but I may not mention it. Okay, so that is the flight plan. Okay, and thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more, including next will be the flight itself that we just planned. Thank you for watching.